What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. So this is iOS 27 on the iPhone 17. This is the developer beta, by the way. And I want to kind of talk a little bit more about it, just the first impressions, go through like the huge main stuff, and just talk a little bit more about iPhone 17 because there's something with this device with the new features or features that we may not be getting with iPhone 17. So let's start things off with liquid glass. Now with this we get a new system-wide slider. So you'd go to system right here, or yeah, you go to the settings, not system, you go to the settings, app, appearance, and then liquid glass, and now you have a slider. So I have it set to more clear. You can change it to being more tinted, but I'm going to leave that more clear, which is good. And then there is a new layered effect with iOS 27 that gives apps more of a 3D look. And it's visible here on the iPhone 17, but you really have to pay close attention. And you have to look at it like you really have to pixel peep. I'll tell you that because at a first glance, it doesn't look that different. But take the Photos icon and the Safari icon, for example, put it side by side with its previous iteration. You'll see some slight tweaks to it. Nothing too crazy with liquid glass. We're not getting a design overhaul. And you know what? That's okay. iOS 27 is meant to be more like a stable update, like improvements to stability and making sure all the features on the phone work well with other Apple devices. Now, of course, the main thing with iOS 27 is Apple Intelligence and the new Siri. So unfortunately, I'm still on the wait list for Siri, for the new Siri. Just even go here and check Siri. It says join wait list. A lot of people are on the wait list right now. But when I do get that, I will update you guys here on the channel, whether it be on my iPhone 17, but probably on my 17 Pro because that's where you get all the features. So the unfortunate thing is that I wanted to talk about is with iPhone 17, you're going to be missing out on things like expressive voices, advanced dictation, because the most powerful on-device AI models are only exclusive to the 17 Pro and Pro Max. So it begs to wonder, iPhone 16, which was built for Apple Intelligence, built from the ground up, will not support all of those new features because it's not going to have the most powerful on-device AI models supported. It looks like devices that have 12 gigs of RAM, which, by the way, I think iPhone 18 at this point will have 12 gigs of RAM. While iPhone 17 still does get a much improved Siri experience, not going to be the full top tier, which that gets me wondering, for those who have an iPhone 17, is this a huge problem for you? Do you really care? I mean, I'm looking at my iPhone 17 and I'm just like, well, I've gotten this far without Siri at all. I think I'd be okay without using Siri. And if I needed to use AI at this point in time, like up until this point in time, I'd be using Gemini. Like it's okay. I know Siri's going to be built in. It's going to work better with your phone. It's going to be able to pull personal context from your apps. But I don't know, like if I'm not getting all of the features, am I okay with it? Maybe. I have to try it out, but is that a reason to skip the iPhone 17? I don't know. I'm still on the fence of, picking up devices for AI features. If it doesn't have it, it doesn't have it. It's okay. We've gotten so far by using phones without AI features. I think we can continue to get pretty far without that. Unless it's like a huge life-changing feature. I don't know. Now let's get to the Photos app, for example. As you can see right here, I got a photo pulled up and you click here on tools, you get cleanup, which was already a thing, but it looks like it's improved. Extend and reframe. So essentially reframe, it's going to reposition your camera angle after the photo was already taken. It does take a moment to load, but you can just change the angle, which is not that bad. It doesn't look pretty bad. It actually looks pretty decent, as you can see right there. Now I'm not going to reframe it, but extend also expands the edges of a photo to change the aspect ratio or essentially add to a scene. Again, I don't know if I'll use this, but there it is. And then there's cleanup, which does take a moment to it says downloading cleanup. It does take a moment to work, but when it does work, I tried it on my 17 Pro, it works pretty well. So you want to make sure you have cleanup downloaded, but once it's done downloading, now it's saying preparing cleanup. Again, it does take a moment to start up. This is just the reality of these AI features. They take a little bit longer, but apparently with cleanup, you're getting a full generative AI upgrade for a more realistic object removal. So you have it auto, you can change it to fast, which is for quick touch-ups or high quality. And what I'm going to do is I am going to see if I can remove my hand and the phones, which it's not doing. Keep brushing to remove. Okay, this is actually pretty annoying. There was an error. It's done it before. So let's do fast. You know what? I'm just going to clean up that right there. Just the remote. It's gone. Maybe we can clean up this little mouse, not mouse pad, but like my hand pad. I guess it cleans it up. And then if I want to do clean up the keyboard, for example, let's see if it cleans that up. That's the important thing. Let's try that out. Again, there's an error. So I've had it work on my iPhone 17 Pro. It didn't work here. So we're going to hit done, and it saves as a separate photo. But you guys saw it here on screen. Now with Safari, again, like tabs apparently auto group by topic, and it finally makes sense if you have so many tabs open. Now I did notice just a small UI change. These icons did move to the top, like your recents and your bookmarks and things of that nature. There is Notify Me, which apparently watches a page and alerts you when something changes. So, Pokemon Center Q, anyone who gets on there and tries to, buy at MSRP and try to open some cards, hopefully we can do that someday when it gets easier to buy cards. But until then, we got to get in the queue. There's enhanced password management tools that are built in. So there's some stuff going on with Safari as well. Other smaller tweaks in iOS 27 is included. Again, Apple really focused on Apple Intelligence, Siri AI, and then parental features, parental control improvements. And Apple's trying to gear towards like, hey, look, if you want to get your kid a phone, you want to have these parental controls. We have it here with Apple. You should have your kid get an iPhone as their first device, as their first phone. So it only makes sense. But that's really it with like the main changes. Small little changes, again, like I said, are included. But I wish I had Siri on here so I can showcase it. There is Playground too, if you guys use that. I don't really use it. Again, no images. You can create images of anything you can imagine, just like that. You can describe an image. I don't know how many people are going to use Playground. I'll just try it out just to play around with it, but I'm not really using it that often. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Oh, and before I do go, iOS 27 wallpaper. You can change the background color. Go to Customize, and then click here. Let's make it green. Let's make it super green. There we go. And there's a new wallpaper. It's in dark green. But I hope you guys did enjoy. Definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel as we're making our way towards 100,000 subscribers. Check the links down below, the products I use, as well as my wallpaper packs. They really go a long way in helping out the channel. That's been it for me. I'll catch you all in the next episode.